Hey, before we let you go, Dicko, Spud tomorrow, 12:35, has guaranteed that Tony Lockett will be a part of the interview of the season 2015 AFL style. I understand there's a market being framed on this with Crownbet.
There has. We opened that a couple of hours ago, Jim, and for him to turn up, it's at a healthy price of $2.20. For the no-show, he's at $1.10, to be honest.
No.
We've got a little flexi market on the side there, which the original price for this little flexi was $3. It's into $1.20 as well, and that's for Spud to drop he's a Don Bradman game and burst into tears.
I want 50,000 on the turn-up, please. And gamble responsibly, given the circumstances.
Absolutely. Hey, Ben.
Yes, Jason.
Ben. Ship off.
Good on you, Flog.
Just ship well done. But, of course, tomorrow at 12:35, Purple, our man Spud
This is big.
has confirmed.
He's a little bit nervous,
Now,
but
listen,
he is confirmed.
You, particularly, you leave this to me.
Right.
Because you have not been with him. I never leave his side, Spud. And you are supposed to be his ally, Purple. You've jumped right off him.
I'm off him.
I'm dubious about this one.
Duke has got doubts.
Doubts?
Chief will be with me. But
100 to 1 chance.
12:30 tomorrow,
Yes.
the interview of the year.
Well, let's have a listen to the build-up from the Saturday rub last week when this all gained momentum.
I get a phone call at 10 a.m. Thursday morning.
1:30 then.
From someone from Triple M, right? I'm a bit flustered now.
Yes.
So am I. I'm ready to
So-
roll.
I won't say who it was, but
Yes.
said, look,
Spud.
you're getting plugger on.
Yes.
We've only got, we're on air.
Well, we
the
know
game
that.
starts at
We know
quarter
he's
to
coming
2.
on.
He said he's coming
Quarter to 2.
Yeah, he's on.
We'll probably have someone from Friday night.
Plugger, what else have you got?
Then
Yes.
someone says, we may be getting, all due respect, and this is me talking, all due respect, someone from Carlton.
Well,
Someone from Carlton
I
on.
don't care if John Nichols is coming on.
That's what I said.
Mate, we get Plugger and that's it.
Mate, that's what I said to this person.
Well, don't-
I said, I'm
So
not
hang on
going
then.
to waste
So we're not waiting that.
Tony Lockett's time
Right.
and say, can you come on this week or next
All right,
week?
So we're doing it
So
after the game.
we're doing it next week.
Oh,
Gary!
Get stuffed! Gary, get stuffed!
Down, Bud.
Gary, get
I've got my
stuffed!
book here. I've got my
Can't believe it.
He doesn't like you, does he?
He does.
Gary's actually been kind to me with the retelling of that conversation. Because I'm prepared, Spud, because this is what we do at Triple M.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to tell you exactly what was said.
All
in the
right, give her
list.
the full story then.
I said, what are you doing, Gary? He said, I'm going home to prepare for 3 or 4 hours, then I'm up early to do some more. I said, how come? He said, because Plugger's coming on tomorrow. I said, Gary, Spud's a bullshitter, mate. No chance of
I stood up for you, Spud. I stood up for you.
That's what I said.
I said, Jim, I'm not having that. So 7 hours
I said,
later,
there's no chance.
the eyes are hanging out of my head. I haven't eaten for the last 12 hours.
Look at me,
stood up.
brother. Give me 7 days.
Next week.
Give me...
Next week.
Yes.
No, no.
Give me
There we are. Give me 7 days is what he said. So, Spud, 12:35 tomorrow has guaranteed he'll have Tony Lockett Duke on Triple M football.
Jim, I have no faith at all that he'll deliver Plugger tomorrow. In fact, I would like to put any amount of money that Plugger doesn't turn up because, no, Gary, let me have a go. Ever since I've known Spud, which has been a long while, I played my first ever game on Spud, all you hear him talk about, my mate Plugger, and I used to drive him down to Ballarat and we're great friends. I've never heard Plugger mention his name. I've never heard Plugger actually acknowledge him at any form, at any time, and this is the greatest myth that'll ever... The only time that I've ever seen them in the same room was when Spud embarrassed himself horribly.
Cried.
I think it sounded a bit like this.
He's humble. He doesn't like talking about himself. He is the Don Bradman of our game. I'm sorry to get emotional, but I've lost it. Thank you.
Now that what you
That's a
overlook,
low blow.
what you overlook with that is Plugger in the background, embarrassed, going, mate, I don't want to have anything to do
Low
with this.
blow.
Champ.
Yep.
So he won't deliver tomorrow.
Foss
Spud.
branded it a character flaw.
Yeah, it was an ordinary effort, and he'll let himself down again tomorrow, Chief.
Chief.
I wasn't a part of the conversation that unfolded, but what I can tell you, having worked with Spud for a considerable period of time, is this. I know one thing about Spud.
What?
When he promises, He delivers.
Exactly.
Well, what
And the
happened last
fact,
week?
and
He
the
promised
fact,
last week,
no,
though,
he-
Chief.
And the fact that you people are questioning his integrity
Not me.
cuts to
Yeah, I
the
am.
core. Apart from
I am.
Gaz,
I
the
definitely
rest
am.
of you, Duke,
I am.
Warrior,
Yeah, I
and
am.
Jim should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm not ashamed of
This
myself.
is a man of integrity, and
got a-
you're taking him down without the right of reply.
He's got a good track record of it, Chief.
And I hope he
What
launches
integrity?
on the lot of you tomorrow.
I tell you what, last night there was a flurry of
Yeah,
text messaging between
wasn't there
myself and old, what's he call you, Linguini Arms?
that's it.
And I won't say what he called you, Warrior.
no.
And, oh, by hell, is he in a
He
ferocious?
got
up
worked
and
up.
out.
He's ferocious.
Is he putting any disclaimers out there
No,
before?
it's happening.
Yeah,
It's happening.
he is actually.
It's happening.
He is. Pluggers on the road in apparently far north Queensland, and there's a worry that the reception might be
So he's
out.
already
Giving
conceded.
himself a fire
No,
door.
yeah.
Are you
He
starting to
will
worry?
produce.
Are you
He just-
starting to worry already,
He
Chief? Or
just
not?
said
He
that
will produce.
to underline how much trouble Plugger's going to. And the other thing he said was that Plugger himself is looking for, in fact, I should read this out.
Yeah, go on.
He's looking, you talk amongst yourselves while I find this.
Well, this is all on a text exchange. Spud's texts take up your whole iPhone 5, the new one, the real big bastard.
You showed
The
me one
whole
before.
page.
It was 8 paragraphs.
That's exactly it.
And one word was spelled correctly.
You're going down a dangerous path, you blokes. You're all going to have egg on your faces tomorrow.
We got writing instructions as to what we
Yeah,
can
that's
and
it.
can't
Can't
ask and
say or ask. And
yeah.
In fact,
We-
Purple, you and I were banned from the whole interview at one stage.
Well, he said, what he did say, there's a couple of things, no-go zones, fair enough. And one other stipulation, Wolf to do most questions as he does not know Darren Barrett or Julian Brayshaw. Sorry, you guys have to make coffee while Plugger's on. White, no sugar, please.
So,
Which is one of his funnier ones.
12:35 tomorrow, with the whole nation awaits.
So he's promised a time. He's promised tomorrow. So, because you know what, I'm about to go on leave for a while. I'll hold back and make sure.
I don't care
I'm there
where you
tomorrow.
are in this
The
fair
interview.
country or
He'll
world.
deliver.
All right.
He'll deliver.
Is tomorrow at 12:35. I will put any reputation I have on the line and pull over the car. In fact, I believe, it's not confirmed, but I believe that the other broadcasters are thinking of just pulling up at 12:35
No problem.
and taking a direct feed.
A live feed.
Yeah,
Just plug
a live
into
feed.
Like
what's-
an all-inner,
Yeah, like saying,
like a presidential announcement.
we at the over 55s concede, here is Tony Lockett.
Yep.
And just running
That's it.
That's
it's,
what I
it's being
believe.
branded the interview.
That's it.
Yeah, but-
Hashtag. Hashtag.
And Gary, you know that there's no man with less humility than myself in these situations. So normally, if I had any confidence, I would have the greatest trumpet out and be blasting it from
Well,
the rooftop. But I haven't,
Get
and
it
I
out.
won't,
Get it
because
out.
I don't
Jim.
trust this man to deliver.
Get it out and tune it up because I am telling you, tomorrow it is on. The interview.
We have a contingency for 12:35 as our leader
Yes.
on Saturdays.
Let me tell you what
Greg
the
Blewett.
contingency will be.
Greg Blewett.
If
Dennis Hickey.
Plugger doesn't come on tomorrow, the next 10 minutes he will cop, this is Spud, the greatest verbal strafing of any man ever in the history of this medium.
Won't be needed.
He's
So-
copped a few in the last
No, well,
couple
don't
of
worry,
weeks already.
stand by. That's just a warm-up.
Won't be needed.
That's not even the reserves. That's the under-19s compared to what he'll cop tomorrow if Plugger's not on at 12:35, Chief.
He'll deliver, and then he will more than likely stack the three of you in the corner after a furious session of clipping,
Oh,
just
me?
leaving Gaz,
Yeah,
just
those-
leaving Gaz to actually carry the rest of the show.
That's right. These two nipsies may be pounded into submission.
Oh, Duke's not there yet. That's
No.
Hey, Duke.
Purple.
What we're also so that's what'll happen with Spud. But what you've also you don't need any convincing of this, but seeing again is the duplicitous nature of the wolf.
What?
How he can have a foot on either side
You're
of any
joking.
setup and be able to work an angle
No,
one way or the
There is
other.
no greater double agent
Not
in
when
the
it-
history of
That's it.
mankind than
That's
the
it.
Not
wolf.
when it comes to Spud.
If-
We are tight.
If you go back and listen to last Saturday, the whole discussion about whether Plugger was coming on was started
Well-
and instigated by the wolf,
He
That's
is-
because
who
I-
drove every dagger he had in his quiver
He's the
into
greatest
Spud.
numbers man you've ever seen.
That's
I tell you
good.
what. I tell you what I did here, listening to the recording of that conversation. There were a lot of get stuffs, Gary. What was all that about?
No, he was
That's-
flustered, the champ.
Oh,
He meant James,
For a
did he?
moment there, he didn't know who was with him and who was against him. But
It's an issue around
he
you.
quickly,
It's a common issue
he
around you.
quickly realised that I was right behind him. Teddy Will, I tell you, they're coming in the pack. They've put their lives on hold.
well, of course they have.
He's, I'm not. This wouldn't be Teddy because he's a Perth boy. But someone says I've called my coach at the Cobden Seconds and
That's it.
pulled out tomorrow.
So make sure I'm
So
available.
he can
12:35.
have a listen at 12:35.